What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? You tune into Floridian Rollo. I'm your host, Floridian Rollo. As you enter into the chat, make sure you hit the thumbs up, like the video, share the video, etc., etc. We're going to have a serious conversation because you, the viewers, need to know what's going on. Why I don't deal with most people. You see, we're living in a time such as never before. And I always say this clearly. Once a person don't believe anything you say, that relationship been over. Whether you deal with somebody of the opposite sex, whether it's business or you in some company, meaning at the site, at the gig, once you start seeing clear signs and you read the room and you observe the room and you know something ain't right, just be prepared for what's to come. It doesn't matter what they did for you or what you did for them. The key factor, if they don't believe, which is the Eve terminology, because when a lady lets you go, don't go back to her. I don't care, even if it's kids involved. Don't go back to her. Whatever goes on from there, goes on from there. You focus on your insanity. I don't deal with most people because the outcome is not good. Once you say something to them and they just knock it off, just take them for what they are and keep it moving. That's all to it. You can't go back. You can't go back. The problem is people want you to go back. You can't go back. Once they say what they say, and once you say what you say, it's going to continue and continue and continue. I don't want to deal with most people, black people. I don't want to deal with my exes. I don't want to deal with these people. I moved on from them and everything else that's going on. You have to let it go. You, the viewers, make a decision on what you want to watch, what you want to listen to, etc., etc. Me personally, my dealings with dealing with black people, helping, supporting, is far few between. I have lessened that situation. I'm going to keep it a buck. I have lessened that situation because I have reciprocated more time and got less effort in certain things. You won't get that with a Gentile. A Gentile is going to make sure you're right so you can leave him alone or her alone. That's why a Gentile is like, here's the set thing. Now either you take it or get the F out of my face. That's all to it. And so what you're seeing in 2024 shouldn't surprise you. It shouldn't surprise you at all whatsoever. And guys, do not get with a B-dub just because she is of your culture, of your tribe. Because when you get with her and you do things with her and it doesn't go her way and she does not believe in what you're saying and what you're doing, you got to cut her loose. Cut her off. Don't entertain her. Don't see how she's doing. Don't respond to her. If she sees you, don't say nothing to her. I'm telling you right now, I've seen my ex, I've seen certain people in certain places. I would not say nothing to them. I just walk like I don't even know them. I don't remember them. That's how you got to be. It's not being disrespectful. Remember how they did you, or how vice versa they think you did them. I ain't got to say nothing to you. I got no ill wills, no ill intentions. Just know when they see you go up, let them say whatever they want to say. Let them say whatever they want to say, guys. Do not be sidetracked by just because they look like you, everything's kumbaya. Sometimes it'd be worse dealing with that than dealing with a non-BW. Because if it doesn't work out with a non-BW, guess what? You knew it's like they more upfront with it. You get what I'm saying? See, you got to experience it. Like me dealing with non-BWs, they was just straight up upfront. Like, hey, this is what's going on. I'm going to be upfront with you. Now, if you can't deal with those requirements, I'll find me somebody else. And I respect that. Not this sneaky love emojis and all this other nonsense you see. How many of you guys, when you deal with the B-Dub, all she do is send you love notes. Love note talk all day. Not is business doing better. Not I found business ideas for you. All she's doing is sending you, hi, how you doing? Love note, talk, all this nonsense. Some of these guys, same thing. Yo, what's up? Everything good? They're not doing anything motivation. Nothing motivation coming out the conversation. Not saying, hey, man, I can see your numbers going up. This is what you need to do. They're not having those conversations. It's just vague. It's vague communications. When you deal with your own, it's vague communications for the most part. On both sides or dealing with the same sex when it comes to certain things. You get what I'm saying? Let me show you something. Let's get the scriptures real quick. See, it's hard to come by people when these situations happen. It's very difficult. Very difficult. It could be very difficult. Okay. Give me 1 second. John chapter 15, verse 13, it says, greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Meaning making sure everything good. Proverbs 18:24, a man that have friends must shew himself friendlier. And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. Yep. Okay. Proverbs 17:17, a friend loveth all at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Yep. You know what that is. Proverbs 19:6, many will seek the favor of a generous man, and every man is a friend to him who gives gifts. Proverbs 27:9, a man of too many friends come to ruin. Listen. A man of too many friends come to ruin. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. So let's read that again. Proverbs 27:9. A man of too many friends come to ruin. Oh my goodness. How many of you been through that? Been around too many people. Too many people, too many energies, too many. And then when they see you got certain things going on, they want to be adversity to you. Isn't that what's not going on? You be around your own too much, there's always something going down. Always something going down. I'm going to read it again. Proverbs 27:9. A man of too many friends come to ruin. Oh my goodness. Let's go to something else. Let's go to something else. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Let me know. Because I see the chat is not moving. Let me know. If you can hear me loud and clear. I put it on subscriber mode. So, you know, I take this very, very serious. Okay, let's see. Let's go to something else. Let's go to something else, all right? All right. I got it set up. Let me get it to where y'all can see it. Let me share the screen. All right, here we go. 1 Corinthians 15:33. Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners. Proverbs 16:28. A forward man sueth strife, and a whispered sparroweth chief friends. Matthew 5:30. And if thy right hand offendeth thee, cut it off, and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members shall perish, and not thy whole body shall be cast into hell. Ooh. Proverbs 22:24-25. Make no friendships with an angry man, and with a furious man thou shalt not go. Let's read more. It states, lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul. Yeah. There we go. Let's continue. 1 John 4:8. He that loveth not knoweth not God, for God is love. All right. 1 Corinthians 10:13. There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above thee ye are able, but with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. Yeah, that's why I had to deal with. I was around some crazy energy at that time. It was not normal. 1 John 3:17. But whoso hath these world's good, and see if his brother have need, and shut of him up his bowels of compassion for him, how dulleth the love of God is in him. Let me tell you something. I will not ever again change a flight. When it's time for me to go, it's time for me to go. I would not do that, because what happened was I was supposed to get funds Monday. I was supposed to get funds Monday afternoon, and I canceled my flight to help people. And guess what? Because I got blamed for something I didn't do, the Most High know I didn't do it. Somebody by the Most High gracefully helped, and I make sure I pay that person back. That's what I did. Because I'm tired, man. I'm tired of the games, for real. Ain't nobody check up on me, all right? But it's all well and good. Moving on. Proverbs 13:20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Yeah, that's facts. Revelations 21:8. No. Proverbs 1:10. My son, if sinners entice them, console thou not. Don't even deal with the person. Don't even deal with them, because no matter what you say and what you do, It is they already have it in their mind about you, what they think about you. Okay, that's it for that. Let's get out of there. Okay, let me get that out. All right, can y'all hear me good? Can y'all hear me real good? Because it's raining, and you know how it is. It's raining. It's nice rain today. It's raining good over here where I'm at. Raining real good. Raining real good. Get some good air, some good quality. You know what I'm saying? So let me know y'all can hear me good because the internet been in and out for everybody for most of the day. So I just want to make sure I'm good. And what y'all think about my thumbnails? I've been working on my thumbnails. I've seen I'm getting better with my thumbnails. So what y'all think about it? So the thumbnails it's been because it's good to have good thumbnails. It's good to have good thumbnails. It brings a broader audience to tune in. You know what I'm saying? So I love the thumbnails. I've been working on it. You know what I'm saying? The people that did my thumbnails a few months ago, shout out to them. I made sure they was good because they did a good job with the thumbnails. Now I have mastered the thumbnails. I'm going to get better with it as time goes on. You're going to start seeing it get better and better. You know what I'm saying? As we get into this pivot move, things going to be more interesting. So be on the lookout for that. It takes time, y'all. Took about 30 to 45 minutes to do this thumbnail. So shout out to those who do the thumbnails because that takes long. That takes a long time, y'all. Especially when you pay for a thumbnail service and you do your thumbnails, because I don't use the free ones. Certain ones is free, but if you want to make it more interesting, yeah, you got to pay for it. There's a few websites you pay for your thumbnails, okay? Okay. I'm going to show you something real quick. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. It's going to be fair use type thing. I'm going to go over a video. Hold on 1 second. I got to go to my YouTube channel. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I'm going to find the video. Okay. I got the video ready. Hold on 1 second. All right, y'all. Corey said your thumbnails are great, Rollo. You are becoming more creative with it. Keep up the good work. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, man. All right, so I thought I had the video. For whatever reason. Let's see if I have it. Okay. All right, y'all. We're going to hear what this guy has to say. All right. Let's hear what he has to say. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
Like melanin recessive people. And I damn for sure don't trust them. How about that? It used to be a time with black people, we would look at those people over there and be like, man, them some shiesty people. Look at how they act. Look at what they do. We used to talk behind their backs. Man, it's all about the money with them people, man. They ain't got no love for them. They just some sharks. Well, nowadays, we're just like them. I don't know when exactly it happened. I don't.
It happened in 2020. It happened in 2020, and his name is Long Live Langston. I want to give him a shout out. That's his channel, Long Live Langston. It happened in 2020, and when we had the eclipse, the shift has changed it. The shift has changed after the eclipse, and I'm the first one to call that out. The shift has changed after the eclipse, and we're seeing it right now. Okay, let's continue. And the other things he was saying was on point. Let's go.
I really don't. This is my word. I can say somewhere between 1998 and 2005 is when.
That's my talking point. Shout out to him, because for me, it was a change in 1996. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second, y'all. One second. Let me do something here. One second, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clear. Put a 5 in the chat. Put a 5 in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear, y'all. Can you hear me loud and clear? Put a 5 in the chat. All right, let's continue.
Black people took a 180. Like, totally changed. Like in my era, my generation, man. It used to be a time where, I used to have mad friends.
What did the Bible say? What did the Bible say? Having many friends could be a downfall. Having many friends of your own could be a downfall. You just heard he say he had many friends. We're going to rewind it. Listen to what this man's saying. He's speaking some prophecy here. Let's listen.
Like, totally changed. Like in my era, my generation, man. It used to be a time where, I used to have mad friends. I had mad people that I could depend on. I could go over to this dude over here and tell my business, or to this chick over here and tell my business, or to a family member and tell my business, and I wouldn't have to worry about nobody like talking, shit or saying anything towards, whatever business I got going on, or whatever. Nowadays, you can't do that.
He's not lying about that. He's not lying. And now he talked about 1998 to 2005. That's an interesting talking point, because I started seeing the change after 1996. In 1998, I was around Gentiles. Let me tell you something. From 1996, okay, honestly speaking, that's when the shift changed. I was in John Jay High School. I won't ever forget this. I was in John Jay High School. And I started dealing with Latinos. I only had maybe 2 so-called black friends, because it was messy with the chick. The so-called black chick I dealt with in John Jay High School was messy. And then she saw me with a Latino and they threatened her. I started having so-called Latino friends. You dig what I'm saying? And then I started having so-called white friends after leaving high school in Queens. Okay? I dealt with a so-called getting to know a white chick, and they threatened her for her not to be with me. Okay? So what I'm saying is I had so-called other nation friends from 1997 to 2005. I wasn't dealing with so many so-called black people. And I noticed things was going pretty good for the most part. Nothing perfect, yet it's like I was doing things. I was like, wow, man. And it was like people, when I started dealing with my people again from 2005, being around too many of my people, that's when problems began again. So he's not lying. This is real talk. And let me make this clear. I have so-called black people I'm good with, I do business with. What I'm saying is I ain't being around too many of y'all. You can forget that. Let's go.
Nowadays, you can't do that. And listen, I'm not trying to paint this perfect picture. It was not like that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't 100% like all black people you could trust back in the days. But damn for sure, it's way more people that you could trust back in the days compared to now.
100% facts. 100% facts, man. This guy is on fire. 100% facts. Let's continue.
That's real talk. If a black person says hi to me, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? What is this person's agenda?
Yep.
I automatically assume that he's out to get me. Or she. And if you don't, let's just look at it like this. If you don't think that black people have made a change between 1998 and 2005, you could definitely say they've made a change in 2024.
Definitely made a change in 2024. That's a wrap. He is on point. Definitely in 2024. If you don't believe in 1998, 2005, look at 2024. Man, this guy's on fire, man. I'm going to leave a link in the description box after the live stream is over. Let him know Rollo sent him to your channel. Go check out his channel. This is my first time listening to this. Like y'all listening to it, I'm listening to it. The Lord told me what to type in the chat. I already did the scripture thing, the good of a friend, the bad of a friend, and now the video to confirm it. Oh my goodness.
See, some of y'all, it's an age thing. Some of you all are not old enough, or either you weren't born to remember, you weren't born to know how black people used to be.
Go ahead and say it.
Used to be. Not like that now. It used to be where we used to work as a collective somewhat. We were still dysfunctional to a certain extent. But we kind of had it together. Nowadays, it's not like that, man. You know what I get in the comment section of videos I do about black people?
Uh-oh.
Other black people saying, man, Langston, you on about black people. You know what I'm saying? We all doing good and we doing this and we doing that. But you're thinking on an individual level. I'm talking about as a collective. We're doing bad.
That's a fact. On an individual level, it's one thing. On a collective, you can't get more than 3. Listen, y'all, I'm keeping it real. When it's 3 or more in the room, that's a problem. No matter what people say, when it's 3 or more in the room, there's not an agreement. Somebody's going to disagree. And it's going to, even Christ had to deal with it. Everybody deals with it, man. It's crazy. Let's go.
We're doing bad. We're so distant from one another. So distant from one another. And we just talk shit. We talk down on one another. Like all these rap songs, it's about how I got all of this shit. I got money. I got cars. No disrespect. I'm just talking. Like, seriously, this is how rappers talk. I fucked your bitch. I fucked your wife. I did all of this shit. I disrespected her and all of that.
And listen, I have fallen victim to that. And I will admit it. I have fallen into what he said. Y'all know me to talk about certain things, and then certain things was talked about me, right? Let's keep it real. I'm going to keep it real. I talked about certain things, and certain things was talked about me. At the same time, he's not lying. He's not lying. I had to defend myself. At the same time, he's not lying. It's more messier now than ever before. He's not lying about that. Let's keep it real. Let's go.
And it's like, I'm listening to this shit and I'm like, yo, what are you saying? You want me to buy your album for you to talk shit about me on how you got everything and I ain't got nothing?
Uh-oh.
Like rappers, matter of fact, fuck it. Most of these entertainers, they don't ever think. Like how, when was it ever that a regular 9-to-5 worker ever talked shit about these entertainers? When? But entertainers are constantly fucking talking shit about how a regular 9-to-5 worker that takes care of his business, that takes care of his family, is a square.
Well, they saying that about YouTubers now. They saying that about YouTubers and non-YouTubers. They saying that about YouTubers and non-YouTubers and in the workplace. I don't disrespect people at the site, the 9-to-5 you call it. I want them to get to the point they don't have to touch their check. I'm on record of saying that. Okay? Well, he's right though, man. Now entertainers it's like what he's saying in code is that entertainers disrespected people that's working in these places, but you go to these establishments and you still disrespect them, and now they disrespecting YouTubers now. Okay? So this is nothing new with so-called blacks. Let's go.
That shit is crazy to me. I can't even talk about things that I really want to talk about and need to talk about on my channel. You know why? Because black people aren't gonna listen to that shit.
That's a fact. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Is so-called black people going to listen to something to better themselves? Or they're going to listen to failure? Or let's do a vote. Let's do a vote count. Hold on. Let me see if I could do a vote count on this chat, on my chat. What's going on my phone? I can't do a vote count because I'm not live on my phone. I cannot do a vote count because I'm live on my phone. I'm live on the computer, excuse me. If I was live on my phone, I could do a vote count. All right, let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Put a 5 if so-called blacks want to watch videos that's going to help them, or put a 2 that so-called blacks want to watch things that's not going to help them. Let's continue.
We put ourselves in a box. If it don't have nothing to do with trauma, drama, we don't want to hear it. We just don't. Seriously, this is my word. If it's all about self-improvement, because that's what I'm really on. If the video is about self-improvement, nobody don't want to hear that shit. A lot of people want to hear gossip.
And that's why I'm stirring away from it. I want him to talk because he's one of the few videos I'm going to watch more of. He's about self-motivation. Corey vouched for him. I'm definitely going to watch him. I was listening to Mark the Messenger earlier. He was doing the scriptures. Shout out to Mark the Messenger podcast. Go check out the show. And I was in there making sure everything was good. And so it's like seeing this, it's like, yeah, man, it's unfortunate. However, I'm not too concerned about that because I don't want so many black folks. When it comes to serious things, I only deal with a few, far between, because I know they're serious. That's why I put the information to them. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Zax? What's going on? What's happening? For me, putting on brothers how to make money and better their lifestyle and not getting caught up in a mess and getting homes and cars and opportunities bring joy to my ear than them shooting at each other and killing each other for $1. And that's what's going on in these YouTube streets. People is killing each other for likes, views, shares, and subscribes. Me personally, I can't sleep knowing that I'm talking about stuff. And I'm, like I said, I will admit I got into that stuff. And then it came on me, right? I got into that stuff and it came on me. However, now that I'm moving away from that, people don't like that. Let them subscribe or unsubscribe. That's their decision. Me personally, he's right, man. 2024, our people are looking bad out here. So Zach says gossip is the gospel for the black community. Facts. Let's go.
That's it. Like I wanted to do a video on what I saw. This is a couple of weeks ago. I know some of you all probably know about this. They're turning fecal matter, shit, into food.
Yep.
First, California, let it be known.
Northern states. This is for you for the northern states. I haven't heard this video. I'm going to rewind it. He's saying they're turning feces into you know what. Let's listen to what he's saying. Hold on. Let me rewind it back. Hold on. Let's listen to this.
Because that's what I'm really on. If the video's about self-improvement, nobody don't want to hear that shit. My people want to hear gossip. That's it. Like I wanted to do a video on what I saw. This is a couple of weeks ago. I know some of you all probably know about this. They're turning fecal matter, shit, into food. First, California, let it be known that they're turning urine, toilet water. You know, you might as well say that has urine in it and feces and all of that shit. They're turning that into drinking water.
Wow.
They've been doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand. Every fucking city does it. You take a shit. You take a piss, you throw your bloody tampon in the motherfucking toilet. Like whatever goes in your toilet, you flush it, and that water goes to a treatment plant, and they clean it with fluoride, chlorine, ammonia, etc. And it kicks back to you, and you use that same shit that they clean. Let me rewind a little bit. Of course, they separate the fecal matter and all of the waste and that shit, and then they clean the water, and then they shoot it back to you.
Wow.
And you shower with that same fucked up water. So
did you hear what he said? You shower with that same effed up water. What's that mean? You have a smell on you. Listen, y'all, I'm kid you not. If you're in the major cities, it's hard to keep a good smell on you. That's why people are buying a lot of water, outsourced water, to wash themselves, because the water that you take showers and baths in is so bad for a man and woman. It will smell in your clothes and your aura. How many? Yo, if you in the north, because he mentioned in the northern states, if you're in the northern states, yo, the water is bad, y'all. People taking showers with nasty water. No cap. It's to the point that you got to get water outsourcing. That's why men and women be smelling bad. And they got on fresh clothes. But what he's saying is true. You're not getting no good running water in the northern states. That's facts, especially after that thing with the fire last year. Let's go.
So-called clean water and use it as cooking to cook with. That's what I really want to talk about. Black people don't.
Yo, let me say this. Can I tell you something? For everybody cooking food, right? Can I keep it real? Brother Zach, Corey, those who's tuning in. Yo, I make my food, right? No lie. Within a day, the food is rotten. And I'm talking about chicken, rice, corn, certain things I make. I can't wait to get back to Florida because the water in the north is done. It's fucking done. I could show footage. I make my rice, make my chicken, do what I do. And after a day, the food is bad. So I know taking a shower is bad too. So I have to get water and pay a lot of money to get the real water to take my shower or bath. You can't use this regular water here, man. Even in North Carolina, too. Let's go.
Don't give a fuck about that. As a collective in 2024. Back in the days, man, in the 90s, man, we would have had a goddamn fit. Black people don't care about shit except for money. And that's real. As real could be. As real as it gets. If it's about money, there's something different. But then also on top of that, when it's about money, they'll fuck you over. Like all of the stereotypes that we used to live with coming up, like when I was coming up as a youngin', all the stereotypes that they used to say about black people weren't like really true, but now they are. Now black people don't have a problem with living out the stereotypes.
He ain't lying about that. He definitely ain't lying about that. He definitely ain't lying about that. Man.
They don't. Like it was unheard of if they had came out with a Love and Hip Hop reality TV shit back in the 90s. That'd be unheard of. You had gangsters, pimps, and prostitutes watching A Different World and Bill Cosby Show and shit, because those were family TV shows. Family Matter. That's what we looked at. Man. I was looking on YouTube and I came across a Heavy D video, and I remember back in the days that song he came out with, Don't Curse. The whole video or the whole song was different rappers rapping, performing, and you know what I'm saying? And they couldn't curse. I remember that. I remember back in the days you couldn't curse. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, you had to use your intelligence.
Exactly. Okay, let me do something real quick. Let's see if people want to interject into this conversation. I'm going to put the link in the chat right now. Let me put the link in the chat. Let's see if anybody want to come on. If you want to come on and talk about the subject, it's up to you. If not, I'll continue this. This is a little bit of a long video. We got about maybe 17 more minutes to go. This guy is cooking for real. He's cooking some real information. I appreciate the likes going up. Y'all sharing the video. You know, now I'm going to make it to where I'm going to remove the subscriber mode. Do not disrespect. Don't come in here disrespect. I'm going to remove the subscriber mode only and let everybody talk. Mods, be on top of your game. You see any foolishness, any nonsense, block them. So give me 1 second. Let me do that. Let me go to my thing. And then we'll see if anybody want to hop on and want to talk about this. Okay, hold on 1 second, because I'm going on my phone to do this. And if you have supported the Cash App, thank you so much. I just want to say that you will be receiving an emoji if you send something to the Cash App, okay? Let me see something. Hold on. I'm going to open up the live chat. One second. Okay. The live chat is open for everybody. All right, without further ado, let's continue on the subject.
You couldn't even, you know what I'm saying, on the radio, you couldn't even say shit like, you know, I want her to slob my knob or something like that. That wasn't cursing, but that still was, you know what I'm saying? You can't even use that type of language. Nowadays, man, I've heard some of everything on the radio station that they get away with. It's just crazy, man. Black people don't give a fuck anymore, man. And when I make these videos, of course, I'm going to get it in the comment section. You're wrong. You're talking about this person and that, this, that, so forth, and blah, 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 blah. And my family's not like that, or the people that I hang around with is not like that. Yeah, right, man, shut up. Straight up, shut up. I'm talking about as a collective. And as a collective, we some fucked up people. And that's real talk. And if you think that people outside of the black race look at you as an individual, or just looks at your family and say, oh, they're good. And then, in other words, if you think that non-blacks separate black people, separate you from good people, and say you're good black people, and those are bad black people, you're sadly mistaken. They ain't got time to do that. They automatically put us all in one group. No matter how many damn college degrees you have, no matter what side of town you live on, no matter how many houses you got, no matter how many cars you have. You know what they're gonna do? They're just gonna say you ain't nothing but a rich nigga, an educated nigga, a smart nigga, a dumb nigga, a broke ass nigga. I mean, I'm just being real. That's real. And it's to the point where, you know, how we gonna turn this around? It's impossible.
The Most High is separating the wheat from the tare. Esau from Jacob. And Jacob got sided with Esau. Because you have a lot of people of Israelites siding with Esau's ways. Esau is the so-called black man. In order for you to know what's going on, you have so-called blacks who is in charge, who is the 1% of Esau. You got to get out of this non-black thing. A lot of non-black, so-called non-blacks, they give you an offer and keep it moving. They don't want to deal with you because you don't know how to deal with yourself. And like you stated, we can't even deal with each other to an extent. More than 3 is a problem. I already read that scripture. I'll read it again once we're done. Let's go. Let's see if we got anybody in the queue. We have nobody in the queue? Okay, nobody in the queue. Okay. I would hear the beep sound anyway if somebody come in the queue. Let's continue.
It's impossible. Because now black people are making money off of their own trauma. Like we have monetized the minstrel show. Or should I say, I put it to you like this. Dave monetized the minstrel show. So now it's cool. And now you're able to advance in society. Acting or being dysfunctional. It's incentives for it now. Whereas back in the days, somebody would see you acting like a coon, they'll call you on it. If you were famous back in the days and you were acting like a coon and you were selling out, you better hope Farrakhan didn't call you on it. It'd be over for you back then. Farrakhan said something. Oh, man, if Farrakhan said something back in the days to you, now that I'm talking about, he had power back then. I don't know about now. You know, he's an older man. But back in the days, if Farrakhan said something about you, you were done. Everybody knew back in the days that you didn't mess with the Nation of Islam, let alone Farrakhan. That's another thing. Like, yo, I don't particularly agree. I think I'm using it right. On Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam and all the rest of that stuff. But man, yo, I'm telling you, like, they were in the communities, they were handing out final call papers and stuff. People used to read that. Black people used to read that. Black people, we used to have little conversations here and there, whatever, in the community, in the barbershops. You know what I'm saying? And some people disagree with the final call and Farrakhan and, you know, and all the rest of that stuff. But at least we had conversations. Like, I can't even have a conversation with, I'm scared to have a conversation with black people nowadays about anything outside of sports and just overall entertainment.
Man, oh man. He didn't want to say women. He did not want to say women. I get it. Because he ain't want to offend the guys. Oh, man. I mean, it's very difficult to have an intellectual conversation with somebody. So you just got to pick and choose. That's all I can say. Oh, man. Whew. This is getting hot, man.
And that's real talk. Like, when I sit down, like if I'm at the sauna, if I'm at the gym, and you know, I'm in the sauna, or I'm in the steam room, or let's say, for an example now, because I don't need to eat out. Let's just say I'm in a restaurant and I'm waiting for my food. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting to be, you know, waiting for a table, and I'm beside another black person, and they, you know, they talking or whatever, and then, you know, they say, well, hey man, what kind of meat you eat? Oh, I hate those type of conversations. Or someone, I put it to you like this. This is a better way. You know what I'm saying? Somebody invites me over to their house, and they're like, yeah, you know, we're gonna cook on the grill, man. I got some burgers, some steaks, and then I gotta tell these people, I tell this guy, yo, I don't eat meat. Oh, I gotta hear the whole
He's right about that. He's right about that. Hey, Joe, if you want to come on, the link is there, Joe. Anybody want to come on, the link is there. If you want to have the conversation, I'll put the link again in the chat. He's right about that. We can't talk about making serious money. Talking about serious money is a problem for our people. It's a problem for our people, man. And you got to be careful telling your woman about that too. All your so-called friends, because they're gonna have an issue with that. They're gonna have a serious issue with that, man. It's crazy. He's right though. We can't have no real conversations no more. We can't have no real conversations no more. If you ain't got the women, you ain't doing sports, you ain't showing how many cars. So now having many cars and homes, it's the big thing for people. It's all about I got more than you. Yo, the other nations is laughing at us when they hear that. any of us saying that. They've been there, done that. They don't even touch checks no more. Joe knows, Zach knows, people know that no. Corey knows. There's people that don't even touch checks, talk about money. If you go to non-so-called black content creators, they got so much generosity coming to them that they give back to our people more than we give back to our people. Let me say this again. Who knows Mr. Beast? Put a 5 in the chat if you know Mr. Beast, the content creator. Mr. Beast is so, my lady in a particular country told me that Mr. Beast helped so many people in a particular country that they had tears, but their own people who have money will not even invest in the community. You mean to tell me all these athletes is our friends? All these talk shows is our friends? They ain't our friends. They're not our friends. It's crazy, man. Let's go. So you heard of Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast helping Africa, other countries, all the investments he get, he pour back into our people, his people, certain parts of America. We don't care about our lives for the most part anymore. And this is supposed to be the people that's going to help God in the kingdom. Man, we got a long way to go before that happens. Let's go.
Shit behind that. Like, it used to be a time where black people just accepted you for what you are. Not nowadays. Not nowadays. If you're not this way, if you're not going how society dictates how black people supposed to be, or in the direction black people supposed to go, I mean, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Here in Charlotte, the teenagers are wilding. Black kids are wilding out.
You heard where he's at in Charlotte. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Put a 5 in the chat. He said here in Charlotte. Oh. I didn't know he was in Charlotte. I just mentioned North Carolina. And he's talking about the water bad. He's talking about the water bad. If you listen to the video of the content, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Let me rewind it back. Oh, man. All praises to the Lord, man. It's a rap tizzle. It's about to get real. Let's go.
And they're like, yeah, we're gonna cook on the grill, man. I got some burgers, some steaks, and then I gotta tell these people, I tell this guy, yo, I don't eat meat. Oh, I gotta hear the whole shit behind that. Like, it used to be a time where black people just accepted you for what you are. Not nowadays. Not nowadays. If you're not this way, if you're not going how society dictates how black people supposed to be, or in the direction black people supposed to go, I mean, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Here in Charlotte, the teenagers are wilding. Black kids are wilding out. And they're suspending these kids out of the high school, out of high schools. So now these kids are at home, don't have nothing to do. Next thing you know, you see them on the news because they broke into 80 cars and shit. And you know what the city of Charlotte is doing? They're just locking them up. No programs, nothing. Like we just.
Did y'all hear what did I say? What did I say? I said there's nothing going on in North Carolina unless you're around those certain people. If you're not, you're going to have problems. I don't care how much you got going on there. This man is from there. I did not know he's from Charlotte. So now he's talking about bad water. I told y'all even when I was in Charlotte, I had made sure I had money to wash myself off because the water wasn't good. The food was not even that good. Okay? That's why everybody say, why you big up Florida? Why you big up someone Arizona and Texas? Because it's you get the real deal Holyfield. They don't tamper. They don't play that in them real conservative states. North Carolina is an Ibarazi state. Just because it says red state, no. Charlotte, listen, I was in Charlotte twice. I'm telling you. Even the shorty I was dealing with in Charlotte, even she was like, I'm not getting in that shower. You got some water for me to use to shower up? I said, yeah. Even she knew. That's why with me and her be cool. We cool. Young Tenderoni from Trinidad. She said, this water ain't no good. She was like, what food we gonna get? So I said, I know what food we could get because it's expensive, but I'm gonna get some food for us because I'm not gonna feed you no junk food. Telling y'all, man, it's getting real. Let's go.
We just allowed our youth to just run them up. And then we chastise them. We don't guide them. We don't help them out. We don't ask them, like, what seems to be the problem, man? Are you all right? Nah, none of that. We just let them go, do what the fuck they do. And once they do some fucked up shit, because they ain't nothing but kids, we chastise them and we allow the system to swallow them whole. And these teenagers are crying for help. I know, because I was one of them. And so were you. If it weren't for certain people in my life, when I was coming up, I would have been fucked up too. And it's crazy that at one point in time, Black people understood that. And even though that young man over there wasn't your child, you still took him or her under your wings. And I understand it. Listen, because I know what y'all gonna say. I assume this. I understand. Like, it gets to the point where, like, nowadays, man, these kids are so wild that you're kind of scared to go up to these kids because you're scared that you might get your head blown off. But somewhere down the line, man, these kids need help. And if they don't get it, then you know who's going, oof. You know who's going to give them the help that they don't need. Because there's a cell for every motherfucking Black kid. Straight up. It's nasty. It's nasty, man.
So that means they cut the parts. Hey, okay, y'all. I was in Charlotte, right? No cap. I did my research. Yo, there's nothing to do in Charlotte, y'all. If you're not at a concert or at certain clubs, there's nothing to do in Charlotte. Nothing. You hear me? Unless you going out partying and eating and going to a game, There's nothing to do. I just happened to do my research on the bowling thing, and I knew certain events was going on. At the same time, for children, for family, that's not a place, y'all. I'm going to keep it a buck. It's not a place for a family because it's not to do. Children got to get that air, got to get that fun, and everybody's closed in. It's no different than the Ibarasi, New York City, except it's more quieter and more things to, you got more time in your hands and you don't have to be dealing with everybody at the same time. When you stay there, like how he is, you could see the sadness in his face. You could see the sadness in his face being in Charlotte for a long time because he's seen everything like he not have left New York City. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's go.
For me to say that, you should, all you black people should be offended, but not offended because I'm wrong. Offended because I'm right. I don't trust black people. Just don't. How can you? When they act just like melanin recessive people. And if you think that these non-blacks are okay, as Buckwheat would say it, you got to be out your damn mind. I don't have to go down memory lane, do I? Yeah, I don't have to go back to memory lane. I mean, we don't want to go down that road, right? I could talk about some present shit. I could talk about some past shit. And I could talk about what they have in store for us blacks in the future.
Uh-oh.
But I will say this. Straight up, this is real. You know who's worse than devil? Than the devil? The true and living devil?
Who is it?
Straight up. It's the black one.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Oh, man. Hold on. He said it. Hold on. He said it. Oh, man. Get the lights up in his ish right now. Let's rewind.
I could talk about what they have in store for us blacks in the future. But I will say this. Straight up, this is real.
Here we go.
You know who's worse than devil? Than the devil? The true and living devil? Straight up. It's the black one.
It's the black one. If you heard it, put a 5 in the chat right now. Woo! Yo, I'm the first one on YouTube by the Most High who said Esau and Jacob that follow Esau is the devil. The devil is black. The devil is black. I'm going to rewind it again for the 3rd time. They say I'm slow. They say this and that. Yet I get the real effing information from somebody in North Carolina. I didn't even know it was in North Carolina. It's a wrap, man. Let me rewind it again.
I could talk about what they have in store for us blacks in the future. But I will say this. Straight up, this is real. You know who's worse than a devil, than the devil, the true and living devil? Straight up. Is the black one.
Woo!
So yeah, true indeed. I believe in Farrakhan. I believe exactly what Farrakhan said. And what Elijah Muhammad said. And the Nation of Islam has said about the true and living devil. There's one just as bad, if not worse, than him. And that's the black one.
That's the black one, yeah.
You see, we gotta, if we gonna say we were the first ones on earth, and we the first of everything, then we gotta say that we the first of.
Woo!
Regardless of whether you being persuaded, regardless of money is involved, no matter what, we shouldn't be treating one another the way that we do. And that's real shit.
I gotta take one for that, man. Yo, he said it, y'all. He said it. We're gonna get back to it. I'm gonna put the link in the chat again. I'm waiting for Joe. I know he's busy in the farm. Anybody else want to come on and add to the conversation? Cool. Yo, it's a wrap, y'all. Share this video. Share this video on Instagram, Facebook, wherever app you got. Let the people see this. And like I said, I'm going to put the guys' information in the description box. I want you to share this video. Get the freaking likes up. Shout out to Mark the Messenger. Go check out his recent video because he said something about the Deuteronomy 28 curses. And I told him in the live, I'm going to do a live. I did not know the Lord would lead me to this video. I did the scriptures. This video is scripture bound for real, for real. Give this man a support, a like, a comment. Tell him, hey, Rollo, just tapped into your video. This is by far, it's like, yo, with everything going on, respectfully, man, Lord, thank you so much for revealing that to me. I know the Nation of Islam, them, because at that time when they said it, it was no such thing as YouTube. I said about Black Esau a long time ago. I knew Esau was not a so-called white man. I knew it didn't make no sense to me when I was coming up. And so when I said it in the video, everybody else, you know who, don't say their names, talked about it. Now, what was his name? Prodigy, before he passed away, he did a song called Black Devil. All right. Let's see. I want to see what the comments are saying. Zach said, oh man, yep. Cash Guard says, I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina too. The hood boogers have taken over black folk spots. Oh, hey, if you want to get on, Cash God, the link is there, bro. I'm telling y'all, if y'all want to hit the link, just show your face and then put your avatar. Okay, I read that already. How you doing, Jewels? She says, our own worst enemies, our own people, whether it's men or women, we are our own worst enemy. Yep. All right, let's get back to the video. It's almost done.
I don't care if I'm broke, homeless, and fucked up in the game. I would never break into a black man's house or black family's house and take their shit. But there are some that will.
Yeah,
there's some that have.
That's facts.
The only way that I would harm a person that looked like me, if my life was threatened,
Right.
but never over something such as a car, or, yeah, materialistic shit, an argument. None of that. But that's what black people are doing nowadays with one another. Yo, what you shoot the dude for? Oh, he said something that I didn't like. Huh? There's no hope, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember we used to, like, in the 90s, we would look on the news and they'd be like, yo, it's a serial killer out on the loose, and da-da-da-da-da, and we'd be like, yeah, we know what color he is. It used to be certain things that black people did that was wrong. But then when you looked at the criminals, the melanin recessive criminals, you'll be like, back in the days, you'd be like, man, ain't no way in the world we would do that. Now black people are doing that shit. Touching kids, serial killers, all types of shit. Now when I hear it on the news, I'm like, damn. We can't even talk shit about the melanin recessive people anymore. Now we doing this shit. The same shit that we said, man, that's some white people shit. Now we doing it. And what makes it so bad, I mean, it's bad alone, for real, off the rip. But what makes it even worse is that we doing it to our own. Man, when I really started researching and it's a real touchy subject, man. It hurts. You know what I'm saying? And I started when I started researching far as like, you know, girls being touched and the percentage of black girls being touched, you know what I'm saying? And hearing my loved ones coming to me and saying, yeah, because you know such and such touched me, and cause I was like, yo, you got to be kidding me. Some of this stuff was going on in the 90s too, but it's way more prevalent now. You can't even have this. This is the point that I'm making. You can't even have I don't even trust my children around some of my family members, cause it be them creepy motherfuckers that be man. I don't trust black people anymore. I don't think I'll ever go back to trusting them. Straight up. That's real and that's sad. Sad to say. I mean, I don't trust people anyway. Regardless, hands down. You know what I'm saying? Hands down. I'm a straight up introvert. I don't even, seriously, you know, the reason why me and Pretty Ricky get along is because we don't like people. That's real talk. Sometimes it's funny. Now, this is a joke. But somewhat it's a little serious. Sometimes we don't even like one another. And it's not that we got into an argument and stuff. It's like, nah, man, I just want my space. I allow him to have his space and he allowed me to have mine. And that's how our friendship has lasted this long. Because I know him and he knows me. I give him space, he gives me space. Because we don't like people. Hell, sometimes I don't even like myself. Sometimes I'm in the car arguing with myself because I did some dumb shit.
That's owning up. I will say the same thing. If I did some dumb ish, definitely I own up to it. I don't blame nobody, only myself. Yeah. It's funny, but it's true. Like KS, I wish I had that KS laughing track at this time.
That I wasn't supposed to do. But yeah, man, you know, it is what it is. Nowadays, you can't trust people. How can you? How can you? At least in society, this society that we're living in. You know what I'm saying? You got to have your guards up. And it's just that.
All right, so that's basically it, y'all, on that. Whew. Yo, that was a good live, y'all. That was a good live right there. I said I was going to get the scriptures, so what I'm going to do is get the scriptures again. I want y'all to see it for edification again. Let me do it again. Share the screen. All right. All right. All right. Where's it at? All right, let's get it. Proverbs 13:20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Okay. Where's the one I'm looking for? It's here somewhere. Proverbs 22:24. No, that's not the one, but we'll read that anyway. Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man thou shalt not go. Let's see. What's the one with the friends? Okay, where is it at? Hold on a second. It's not on that one. It's the other one. Hold on one second. Proverbs 27:9. A man of too many friends come to ruin. I'm going to read it again. Proverbs 27:9. A man of too many friends come to ruin. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. My goodness. Mine, oh mine, oh mine. She says it doesn't matter whether you're in the truth or not. It's a curse between our people. We've been divided when the Most High put curses on our people for not following his commandments. I'm going to get to that in a second. Can y'all hear me? I'm back. Can you hear me loud and clear? Put a 5 in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. She says, it doesn't matter. I'm going to read it again. Get back to that in a second. His channel is great. I already watched a couple of his videos, and he's definitely on point. Exactly. Okay, let me read this, what Jewel said. She says, her husband, she said, it doesn't matter whether you're in the truth or not. It's a curse between our people. We've been divided when the Most High put curses on our people for not following his commandments. Well, first of all, we didn't know how to deal with each other during the time of getting out of Egypt. We was doing whatever we want. We love being evil. Let me just say this. Our people love being evil. So the Most High had to be merciful in a way that's uncomfortable. Every time we get uncomfortable, let's keep it real. Our people go to God more. This is real talk now. Our people go to God more when they're in trouble, more than when he's giving them what they ask for. I'm going to say it again. Our people go to God more when they're in trouble than when he gives you what you ask for. And then when he gives you what you ask for, what do you turn out to be? A SOB. Can we be real? Can we be real? Can we be real? Let's not play games. Every time the Most High give us what we ask for, we become an SOB. We become the devil that everybody speak of. That's our fault. So how the heck are we ready to be in some kingdom with the Most High when we are evil towards each other, and when we get something, we act evil? When we get everything, we don't praise the Most High that much. Tell me any man that's doing that or any woman's doing that, and they're an effing liar. You are effing liar if you always praise the Most High when you get everything you want. You are a liar. You can't lie to him. You could deceive the people. You can't deceive him. Because I will say this. Rollo, when everything was going good, at times I didn't praise the Most High, only when things wasn't going the way it's supposed to go. That's the relationship I have with the Most High, because I keep it a real. I don't like these fake stories with people, man. You got a lot of people that's doing good, but they don't really give praise to the Most High like they say they do. They're a liar, and the truth is not in them. That's why Job went through what he went through, man. Job didn't trust the Most High. That's why he went through what he went through. When I go through certain things, that's because I didn't trust the Most High. And a lot of these people that say they doing good don't trust the Most High. They scared and paranoid. Tell me if I'm lying. It seems like when so-called black people get something, they get more paranoid and afraid the Most High gonna take it from them. Our people are always in fear of getting something good. They're in fear. They have trust issues. And when you show the Most High you have fear and trust issues, he could snap that and give it to somebody else. We've seen it many times. This is not a game, y'all. I'm the first one to say it, and I mean it. When you got what the Most High give you, give him thanks. Because you don't even deserve it. None of us deserve anything we have right now. You think we deserve what we have and how we mistreat the Most High and we only call him when we in some bullshit? Just like your girl call you when she says some bullshit, huh? Can we keep it real? Your girl only call you when she in some bullshit. She ain't call you to tell you some good news. Let's get the fuck to it right now. I'm talking to my exes. They want to talk their shit. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. All you ninjas, don't play with me. Ain't nobody calling to see if you winning. Only a few people. People that know me will tell you and testify. Rollo always called me to see if I'm winning. He pushing me to do better. He pushing me to have more money. He pushing me to the point I don't get a check. He ain't calling saying, oh man, Rollo, man, Rollo, you don't deserve to have that. I say you deserve that and more. What are you waiting for? Why are you scared for? I tell my friends that. What the hell are you scared for? The Most High gave it to you. Use it. The hell you waiting for? Don't wait on me. Do what you're supposed to do. He put you in that position to win. Get to work. Double your shit. The hell you waiting for, man? I want y'all to get to a point that you off this effing Deuteronomy 28 situation. Either you love it or not. What you love? Because the Most High love is, man, all he wants you to say, thank him. He gave you a woman that's not a headache. You should thank him. Because let me tell you guys something right now. I'm getting on you men. So a lot of you men is unappreciative bastards. You got a good woman. She not perfect. She want to see you do better, and you mistreat her like shit. But a broad that's messy in every man's face, you want to get with her. I was one of those guys. I'm going to keep it real. I was one of those guys. Nobody could tell me about women I dealt with. I get smiles. I pulled many chicks on this motherfucking internet. You hear me? And one thing I learned is, not all, but some of them on some bullshit. And I went with it. That's why I got myself in some bullshit. Can we keep it real? Can we keep it real now? You don't want to be in that mess, man. You want to get you a good, decent woman that's not into the BS. Not catching up with all the airplays. I don't play, man. All you chicks talking bad about me, you still want my ass. You talk your shit because you still want me. And you have not found a better replacement. Let's get the F to it. Because I told you to your face, ain't nothing going to be better than me. Nothing. I don't care. They got more money, this and that. That don't move me. I already had that. Zach, see my receipts. I already have that. I show that to motivate the brother because I know he has potential. That made him motivated. I show it to people that I know that's ready to get to that level. I'm not showing it to everybody because some of you ain't ready to get to that level. You still in drama. You still messy. I had talks with Joel's husband and her. I don't show everything, and I explained to them what they needed to do. And they did it, and they flourishing. I stay out of their business. I just help somebody else that don't be on the internet that found me on Instagram, and they just got a home in another country. I told them what they needed to do and how to get the dual citizenship. I didn't ask them for anything. The Most High gonna take care of that. They said when you ready to travel, you welcome to our house. Crazy, man. That's why I don't deal with most black people, man. We are our own worst enemy, man. We cannot get past the goalposts, even in relationships. Got to be careful. I'm very passionate. I want to see how people win, but they just love the mess. They love the mess. I can't be with a woman that loves mess stuff. There's no money in that. You can have, I know people that don't get that many views get real support. And I'm not bashing those who get a lot of views. Because that is money. You get a lot of views, you can make some decent money on here. You can make a living on here. That's a fact. Yeah, at the end of the day, there's people that don't get that many views, and they are just as happy as those that get a lot of views, and they travel more and do whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna put the link one more time. You know they're gonna say, "Oh, Rollo's emotional. Rollo sneak this," and I ain't thinking about these people, man. I'm talking about what's going on, and what that brother said was on point, man. It's getting real, man. Like Corey and Joel said, their life changed. Listening to me, their life changed. Respectfully, people have testified their life has changed behind the scenes, or they put a text in public and say, "Rollo, you changed my life, man. I didn't know this is real, bro." There, Rollo, bro, I'm doing what you said I could do. You got to be the real deal because I'm doing it. When I tell you, I know it's the Lord because I did some things in Florida that a lot of people in Florida was shocked because it's very, very expensive. And Zaxby's in Florida is very, very expensive in Florida. Y'all want to talk about expensive? Try to move to Florida. It will take longer. It will take longer. And people will down me because I stayed in hotels. Hotels ain't cheap in Florida. When I had a car in a situation, I had to change the car. I had to take. I couldn't keep the car. Well, Rollo, well, why you ain't keep the car? Because at that time in Florida, it was hot. It was you had to find some work because it was slow at times, dashing. I wasn't paranoid. I just had to get rid of the Toyota CHRV that my ex saw me with. You think I could get a house like that in Florida like that? They don't play, man. You could have good credit in Florida and they still reject you. Ask Zats, man. Ask Zats. Ask Brother Zats. He'll tell you you can have good credit in Florida and they still reject you. It's not about credit, man. Y'all don't get it. Don't let these people fool you. Florida is very difficult to get in, man. Very difficult. It took me a time to get that. It is not cheap getting hotels, man. That Florida trained me to do better. I worked many hours. I didn't ask nobody. People help me at times, yes. At the same time, it's not equivalent to what happened 3 months ago. Listen, I'm going to keep it real. The lady supported me a little bit more than most of the guys. And the guys got jealous. I'm going to keep it real. The guys on that other side got jealous. You heard what King said. So you're talking about you want to see brothers win, but you pocket watching what a woman is giving me? You pocket watching what a woman is giving me, but she's giving you money. Is I'm concerned about what she's giving you? No. But why are you upset what she's giving me? And then you expect me to trust dudes like this? You don't know my situation because you would shut your mouth up if you knew what I've been through. You would shut your fucking irresponsible mouth up and give God grace on your ass. Real talk. You will give God grace and mercy for what he has done for you. I'm not playing. Listen, Scorpio Mama, I don't got time for your nonsense. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? See, this is the nonsense I got to deal with. What are you talking about in my chat? If you couldn't survive in Florida, that's not my problem. Florida made me who I am today. I don't want to be around people that is in these other states that can't see beyond their little imaginary world. I want to be around the real deal. So what? Florida's hungry for money. So what? So what? I'm glad Florida's strict. Kick out all you people that don't need to be there. I'm glad Florida's strict. Stay in your state. Why are you disrespecting Florida for? Because it didn't work out for you? I'm glad Florida didn't give me no handouts. You either get it or you out in the street. See, I want that easy lifestyle, but you can't even control that easy lifestyle. You're not ready for me. You're not ready for me. A lot of you chicks, you're not ready for me. You're becoming messy. This is why I tell you guys, man, I don't want these dealing with these messy chicks, man. This is what I'm talking about. We're having a real conversation, and she's talking about she hates something because she couldn't get her way in that state. I told y'all, man. I don't want no drama woman, man. I don't want no drama woman on this internet. Leave me alone, for real. Leave me alone. What you want with me? I don't want you. Go talk to the other men. Everybody got an issue with people who want money. You see? Zach says it's true. It would take longer because they don't give handouts. And hotels in Florida cost between $200 to $300 low end, and anything high end costs from $500 at least in our experience when we visit. Exactly, Joels. Thank you. Even Brother Zach saw the receipts on that. Zach saw how much I spent on a car and how much I spent in a hotel. He saw that. He was shocked. And the only thing I was doing was DoorDash. No lie. Zach's my witness. All I was doing was DoorDash. If I had my own car, I would have been a millionaire by now. The problem is that they want to play games in Florida, and I got an issue with that. Because if you see my receipts, I should not have to put in that much for a car. I'm sorry. I don't need to put in that much for a car. And I told Brother Zach this personally. Because I wanted to be public for a reason. Because people talking shit, oh, Rollo, you ain't getting the car, you renting. You don't even know half of the story. I show these efforts my receipt and they still rejected me. But somebody that don't have no work job got a car. When he saw that day, that pissed me off. I was pissed. Because how the F you going to give somebody a car that's not working, and I'm working, I'm showing receipts how much I really get. Jealousy. And guess who it was? A so-called black devil. And a so-called Latina black devil. Who just didn't want to take a low payment. Ain't got nothing to do with no credit. They just don't want to see me because I know what I would do with a car. I multiply that times 10. Look what she said. She said her husband and her spend $5,000. How many days? A month? Y'all stay a month, 2 weeks? 1 week, $5,000. There you go. Look what she says. We spent more in Florida than we did can travel outside of the country, and that didn't include all-inclusive hotels. I told y'all, man. I told y'all. I'm going to let them talk. So all you chicks over there in different size talking ish, stop talking ish. I spend more money than most of those dudes ever spent because I had no choice. Because it's hard to get a house in Florida. They don't listen. They don't play. It's hard to get a house in Florida. These other states are a little bit more lenient. Real talk. It's hard to get a place in Florida. And I knew that. So I had to make sacrifices. There's a lot of people like me that move to Florida that stay in a hotel, sometimes stay in a car. Real talk. Real talk. Because they believe. Listen to the key word. They believed they was going to get it done. That's why they did it. And I respect people like that. That's why I big up Florida, because I know the ins and outs. But when it was my time to get something, they want to play games. And these people were from the northern states. Jealousy. Because they see a brother pushing a nice whip to the dealership that I rented out. And I'm like, yo, man, look, I'm going to be honest. I got this amount. Let's do it. I got the funds. You see me in a rental car. Do you understand how much a rental car is a month? Do you understand that? You can't just sit and just play kumbaya. Oh, I'm going to put a little bit of money. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? When you rent a car, somebody else needs to rent that car, especially if it's a car that's attractive. Even if it's not attractive. I wish Brother Zash was in the chat right now. He could tell you that. You think that's easy? You know how many people are renting cars in Florida that lives in Florida or visit Florida? You have no clue. That thing could be sold out. Man, I'm telling y'all, man. I was even shocked in a good way. And I was humbled because I said, Lord, man, I did all this. And they played me. That's why I left Florida. That's the reason why I left Florida. Because of the Ibarazis that was in Florida playing games. So I left. And I took a contract in New York to clean out everything I needed to clean out. And I'm glad I did that already. Telling y'all, man. That's why I don't deal with most blacks, man, because I've seen a lot of things, man. It makes a lot of sense for me to stay away from a lot of people, man, until you really ready to get to that grass. Florida made me the man I am by the Most High. He showed me things that I could not, but I said, yo, this is the Lord's doing, how he moves me, man. How he moves me, man. That Florida is, and Big Boss Calvin been to Florida. He'll tell you. It's not easy to be in Florida, man. Florida is the real deal. I don't care what nobody say. Florida is the real deal. When I first got there, and the chick that sneaked this in me on other channels, thank you so much. Yeah, you're a New Yorkian, you moved to Florida, boom, 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 whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, Florida became popular when I got there. It's very, very expensive to live in Florida. You cannot make no mistakes like that. I know the setbacks I went through in Florida. And I'm going to tell you, it took time just to get back to the reset button. It's not like New York and North Carolina and all these other states. I'm telling you right now, you make one mistake in Florida, you're going to have a serious setback. No cap. No cap. You make one mistake in Florida, because I witnessed it. I seen the setback. Ain't nothing compared to what I dealt with in New York and all these other places. Man, y'all have no clue, bro. Y'all have no clue. And that's why I say I'm real Southerner. I don't have no northern ways of me. I let that Brooklyn stuff go. I let all that stuff go. I'm a true Floridian. No matter where I'm in this world, I'm a true Floridian, because at my age, at my status of my life, no other brother party would have did what I did. You don't have. I'm not saying you don't have it in you, but it would have took the toll. That's why I know I'm going to be a millionaire. That's why I know I'm going to be a millionaire. Because I didn't take the easy road. I went to Florida with $200 effing dollars. Who going to do that? Tell me who's going to do that. That's how much I believe going to Florida. You hear me? You hear me now? That's how much I believe going to Florida, that I left with 200. Who's going to do that? Because you don't know what could happen. I was so believing the Most High. I could put up my old video from when I left New York. I could put up the old video, which I will do. And when I arrived in Florida, I was on a mission. You hear me? Who will leave a state with barely anything? Tell me who does that. We're not finding no work right away. That's why I know I'm going to be a millionaire. Because I could testify. I'm that motherfucker, tell it like it is. I don't got time to play with y'all, man. But I appreciate the real true supporters, the real people that still rock with me. And you will be invited. You will be invited when I become a millionaire. You will be invited. Because I keep tabs on who really support, like that Nino Brown does in Florida. The Lord knows I want it to happen. Because then you get to know me for me in person, not what you hear. You will see the flourish. Because I'm tired of the disrespect. Ain't no man will do that. Everybody plays it safe for the most part. I didn't play it safe. That's why I knew God was moving me. Within a month and a half, I worked at the place. And then I worked at another place. And it was coming in. Took care of the house, took care of this. I just didn't have my own vehicle. People weren't patient with me. My family didn't want to help. And I ain't talked to my family for a year. When they ain't want to help me with a little something, they could have got back triple. I said, okay, all right. I ain't got to talk for you. I ain't talked to my parents for a year. I've known my family for a year when I came back to New York. Because I'm saying to myself, do you see what I'm doing? Where I'm at? You want to play this game? Then my ex is in on it. Whatever the case may be, she didn't believe. But when I came back and she saw me, she was shocked. I told her I'll be back before my birthday. I said, you will see me before my birthday. And she did. Yeah. I just hope that the governor kick out these Ibarazis out of Florida so this could be a straight up conservative state and have real men in that state that's in the dealership. Because ever since the dealership played games with me, they've been suffering. Just like how Radio Shack suffered when they played games with me, it got shut down. After the dealership played games with me, they've been suffering. Tell me if I'm lying. The dealership been suffering since they played with me, especially in Florida. Now they sending me emails. I'm not responding to them. You play games with me. I don't want to talk to you no more. You messed up. Your economy could have been triple fold. But you played me. You went the Ibarazzi way on me. You say, I ain't going to help this dude. And now you suffering because of it. You're not making money like that at the dealership in Florida. I'm calling it out. I'm calling it out. You played with me, now you suffering. Should have did right by me. Y'all would have been making so much money by taking care of me. So-called black man from New York. Yeah, I'm calling you out. So-called black man from New York at the dealership. You would have did right by me. Guess what? I would have came and sent something to you personally. Not only you would have got your money from the bank within a month, I would have sent you something personally to your account. But you so-called black folks are stupid, man. You stupid. I'm telling you right now, you stupid. By doing wrong by me. You have no clue what you're messing up on. That's why I'm the way I am. And you're seeing it going on the internet too. It's been crazy. Pierce says my ex is from Brooklyn. He said he's going to move to Florida. That's good. He's making the right decision. Joel said they traveled to Thailand 2 months ago, and we didn't spend much from all-inclusive hotel, including the flight. We only spent $3,000, including our first class as well. That's why she keep telling you Florida is more expensive than anywhere else. Exactly. Rollo, you're right. When people treat you the wrong way, bad things happen to them. Yep. So I'm going to put the link one more time. Hold on 1 second. Oh, what's this thing here? I'm going to put the link one more time. I know Joe must be real busy, but if anybody want to come on, this is going to be the final time. This is the final time I'm putting out the link. I'm not putting out the link no more. Okay. Let me send the people the emojis. If I haven't sent the emojis, let me send it to you. If you send some Cash App. Okay. All right. A291. Keep it PC. Don't get out of pocket for the most part. What's up?
want to talk about your experience before you went down to Florida the last time where I saw you, and I've been full witness here. You went down there just $200 when we left, and I went back down here. The next day, you was down there just like that.
Say that again to the people.
It said after you left me and I left you. Then the next day, I woke up. You was already down there and down there around the beach, and that begins your tour around Florida down at Jacksonville,
Mm-hmm.
cruising around and everything. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And learning the area, and you learned it pretty fast down there. You had some ops assistant and everything, and you made it through. You got to now you got to travel the world. You got to see the differences in things and all that, and you're growing. So hey, that's all I got to say. I mean, it's sad that we can't deal with our people anymore and stuff. And I have tried, and it just don't work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because our people just love evil. They love being around the ghetto stuff. They don't want to change. And when you get somebody who's in office like they did here in Philadelphia who won't change, they're fighting against the damn change.
So let me ask you this question, because yes, Keystone 291 was the last person I saw in New York. We went to Long Island, you know what I'm saying, had a good time, shoot some pool. I could put out that video. And he saw it in my face. I didn't tell nobody I was going at the time. He was the only one I knew, and he saw. I said, yo, I'm leaving with 200. He was shocked. Was you shocked? Be honest.
And you was down there next day. It's like somebody put you on a teleport and got you down there.
I already paid for my flight, and that flight wasn't cheap.
I know it wasn't. Some flights ain't cheap at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Especially up there, LaGuardia and JFK, they're not cheap, and definitely not down here in Philly.
And guess what? I got that ticket. Remember when we was at the pool hall? I got that ticket that same day. I didn't get it
Wow.
earlier. I got it the same day when we was talking, and I left the next day or two. Yep. Because we was at the day, May 29th. Yeah, because I got there May 31st or June 1st. Yep. Yep.
Right.
Yep. I was already at the beach.
I'm thinking, man. I think he went underground and got teleported or something and stuff. That's what I'm thinking.
You was shocked, man.
Yeah.
You was like, what the heck?
Leave the urban jungle of NYC. Next thing you know, around the beaches, palm trees, and everything at Jacksonville Beach.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It started right at the ocean.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh man. Let's be real. Do you know anybody would take that type of risk, not knowing if
Nobody would take that
work
type of
out?
risk. Most people won't even survive that with the way Florida is and stuff like that. You got the spirit with you and all that, and you got the 1%. Anyone that was not 1% down there already been in a box.
Mm.
Because the police would have killed them.
Well, we ain't gonna go that route, but
Because when you get in trouble down there, you get in trouble down there. If you don't got that 1%, you done.
mm-hmm.
You done.
Yeah. So now what I'm gonna say is, like I said earlier, when you have a setback, right? Let me keep it real 291. When you have a setback in these other states, it's not compared to Florida. It's what Keystone is saying. You guys gotta understand something. When I had the first setback, it took 4 months just to get back on green. You hear me? You make one mistake or somebody say something that's not true, and they kind of like going with the nonsense. That could take you 4 months to get back on your feet.
Yeah.
In these other states, it'll take about a month, maybe a month, because they're a little bit more lenient with. They're not lenient with in Florida. Well, Rollo, why would you choose that? Because I respect strictness. Just like how God is strict, we're supposed to be strict. He's strict with us when we ain't doing what we're supposed to do. That's how I look at Florida. I'm looking at it in the perspective of how God would do his people and anybody else that he'll give you a setback. God give us setbacks too. You don't think he don't give us setbacks? Please.
Hmm. And use the devil to do it.
There you go.
That's the honest to God's truth right there. In Florida, they're real funny down there too. You know what I mean? I talk to people from up here that used to live down there. But people from Florida come back and forth up here. They come up to Philadelphia because they have more of the freedom down there and not being punished like they would be down there.
Mm-hmm.
And the law enforcement is not lenient at all. You know what I mean? They feel like you got a lip, they're gonna bust that lip right open.
If you lie to them, it's worse than lying to somebody else in another state. I'm telling you that right now. Do not lie in Florida. Do not do it. Because you ain't gonna get that friendship or business back ever again.
I know somebody who got caught up in the police corruption thing down there in St. Petersburg. Guess what that person had to do? That person had to leave within that, get out the case, had to leave within that same week. You get in trouble, you got to get out of there immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you do something bad on a Brooklyn or a Philadelphia Germantown block, guess what? All them dudes is pushing you and your family right off that block and hitting you upside your head and make sure you get off that block and never come back. They don't care you own the house or not. That's how Florida is with that. When you do something bad there, they want you out their state immediately.
Yep.
So I'm
Yep.
telling you, people know what you're doing when you go down to these places. Me, I wasn't ready to go down there, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I still had too many situations here. I still got to handle in the shape I am and the stuff that I did. They already would have already the stuff I did back in the day. If I would have did it in Florida, I wouldn't be talking to you right now.
Mm-hmm. So,
Wonder,
so at least you're admitting. A lot of people won't admit it that you're admitting because you know your ways and how you carry yourself at certain times. You know it could affect your situation worse than where you at right now. See, that's see, he's admitting it. It's not for everybody.
it's not. I could go down there and do a vacation. You know what I'm saying? Like a Disney World, like a around the town in Orlando or something like that. And that's it. I refuse to do Miami and Dade. You know what I mean? Because if I want to see Hood, I could stay here and see Hood. Only thing difference, they got the palm trees down in Miami. That's the only difference between here and down there.
Miami, they don't want you down there, and they don't want out of towners down there anyway. Because the
Right.
out of towners go to the Miami Beach every. They don't go to the real deal because you're behind. Will be not coming back. I'll tell you that. You're not coming back to your state because them
Hmm.
Haitians down there
Yeah.
in Miami Dade. Oh man, don't lie to them. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's a whole different environment. Like you said, just like in a foreign country when you leave the United States. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's, you mean, same thing. You know what I mean? Except the difference, you're just in America.
Yep. Man, it's not good to lie, man. You can do that in other places. Don't do that there. And no place is perfect. Yet it's the truth is the truth.
Right. And the governor down there knows that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So I don't want to get too deep into the politics of that and get off the course. But I just want the people to know on here that you're talking to and all that. This man did leave out with $200 and still was able to do a good job and everything. But they're skeptical down there and they're not used to new people down there. Of course, they're gonna try you. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that you're able not to get anything down there. And of course, they lied on you because you was a northerner, and they gave the person that they knew that was from down there more than what they gave you. See, they did that to me in Georgia a long time ago with a car. Then I had a homie from Alabama went ahead and exposed them to me. And he got a car with no license at all. It was driving around and getting chased by the police. I don't
Oh,
know.
take your time. Say that again. What happened in Georgia with you? And what happened to
It,
your homie? Explain that again, because I love hearing this. Go ahead.
I wasn't from down there. The girl told me had this and had that, but she gave the car to dude. Dude was able to game the girl from Alabama, my homeboy. I'm not gonna say his name. Is I used to work with. She gave him the car with no license and no registration or nothing, and he cruised around in it and everything, and got chased by the cops 2 times and got away.
Wow.
And this was in Clinton County, Georgia. He did that.
He had no license and got a car.
Yep. I had license and everything. They wouldn't give me.
Woo-wee.
So I was lied to, just like how you was lied to.
Bro.
The minds are still in that Confederate war, the North and the South. We need to stop their
No, hold on. T91. The so-called black man was from New York that denied me.
He was from New York. Your mom was down there that denied me.
He was a so-called black man?
It was a black woman from Atlanta, Georgia.
Ooh, man. That's easy. Yep, there you go. Doesn't matter. And she gave it to another dude that had nothing going on, right? No
right.
Bad credit, all that.
Mm-hmm. And he was a straight up hood for Selma, Alabama.
What year was this?
This is back, I say 1999 and 98.
That's when New York and Atlanta had an issue at the time. I mean, Pennsylvania and Atlanta was not in good terms at that time. How she knew you was from Pennsylvania? You had a Pennsylvania plate? I mean, Pennsylvania driver's license?
Nope. I had a Georgia driver license.
How the heck she knew you was from Pennsylvania?
They could tell by your accent and the way you talk.
Oh.
I don't have a Georgia. I didn't have a Georgia accent. When I stayed down there long, I discovered a small little Southern accent. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they did that to you, but see, they did it to me in Florida, man. I had a so-called black Spanish guy deny me, and a so-called black dude from Queens denied me.
And the one from New York should have never denied you. That is some disrespectful stuff. I'm not gonna curse.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And these same people are sending me links about cars. I don't even pay attention to it, man. I'm done, bro. I told Zach straight up, I don't believe anything they say. For me, I can't speak for everybody else. For me, it's like they want me to spend more. And I'm like, hold the hell up. Dude, it's not like I want to spend more on the renting a car. But if you see me renting a car and I'm responsible for somebody else's car, that should tell you, yo, okay, he don't have all the money because I'm renting a vehicle. I got shit to take care of. You know what I'm saying? At that time, I didn't have a house at the time. I didn't go to Pass Split to start in Pass Split before I did what I did. I was still going to hotel, paying for a hotel and paying for the car. That costs a lot, man. That ain't cheap.
It ain't cheap at all. You know what I'm saying?
He wants to see that. He just want. I could have, and Zach know this. I could have took care of that brother from Queens. If he would have said, okay, fam, okay, you ain't got that much, I bet. Got it done, he would have got a lot. He would have got more than anybody else would have gave him because of the strength of the respect.
Exactly.
When he did that, I told Zach, I'm going to do this contract. I'm not staying. Zach didn't want me to leave. But I told Zach, I cannot stay here, man. I got to have my own vehicle. I'm tired of renting fucking cars, man. Because now I got a house I'm staying in, and this shit is not working out. This not getting a car, being rejected. I was pissed, bro. I was fucking pissed, man. And because of that, I made the strategic decision to save a little bit of money. Let the people stay at the house that I finally Pass Split let me have. Rent it out, put it in a different name, not in my name. And just went to did the contract in New York, man. When the opportunity exists. So I could pay off my other shit.
Right.
That's why I came to New York for, to pay off all my other shit. Because I'm like, yo, man, I don't want to have no fucking debt.
You want to
So
have that high credit score.
it's like I'm looking at my people like, don't you fucking know I'm a fucking blessing? That is a witness to this. When now he's down there, he's doing pretty good for himself. I'm not getting into his business, but he see my testimony, and now he's seeing it. He's seeing it for himself.
He was able to make the right moves and
When
make
you
the
got certain dudes on YouTube talking about they help people, I'm not saying discredit them and saying they're not doing it, but I actually help a lot of people on the internet, man. I help
Yes, you did.
Jewel's her husband and Jewel. Let me finish. I help her husband and Jewel's. I help a chick that I used to deal with back in Florida. Got her to where she at. We ain't together, cool, whatever. She talking shit about me. Then I put on a chick back in the days that used to be on my internet. She got three fucking things. I put people on to make more money. My shit works. I didn't ask anything from these people. All I say, okay, let me see what's going on. Okay. That's why they support me when they want to support me. Because they seen the growth. They like, yo, Rollo got me out of this situation. I'm tired of being in this situation. God damn, this nigga ain't lying. This money coming in like crazy. And I said, bro, that's good, but I want you to get to the point that you don't touch a check, man. When you get to that point, that's when you know you make it. You fully make it. And I know they're going to get to that point. Jewel's been traveling more. Her husband's been traveling more. But if they would have stayed in Seattle, it would not have happened.
Washington State, forget it. I almost moved there myself, and I'm glad I left out of there too at the time that I did, because a lot of stuff changed there after I left.
The point of the North is 291. The North is done, fam. It's done.
It's done. Yeah, you're right. It is done. The North is just done, period. It's a dead end place. You know what I mean? Chicago dead end. Philadelphia has became dead end. I'm going to let you know why all the stuff is happening in Philly, because you got dudes popping up out of nowhere. You could get killed in this city at any time now, and won't even know you getting hit. That's how slick these dudes have gotten in the city now, in Philadelphia now.
Because it's nothing for nobody to do in the North States. You
So
heard before the video for the do in Charlotte said the same thing. It's nothing for people to do.
right, exactly. And I'm gonna let you know too. You can get killed anywhere in on Tri-State now. These dudes pop up out of nowhere. They got this pop out in different disguises in different ways. I've been watching and being able to decipher who is who and who's doing it. So yeah, so that's what's happening. And they're just disrespecting the female mayor that we have here who's trying to do good, trying to do right. Our people don't want to do right. They love the poverty. They love the mess. They love being in the struggle. They love that. And that's why they're going back in chains. It doesn't matter who the person it is.
All right, man. So I've been on for about 2 hours and change. Y'all appreciate everybody for liking the video. Thank you so much. We had a lot of people in here. 291, man. Final words, man, because I am really done on live stream for today, man. I got to do a couple of uploads. By the way, what y'all think about my thumbnails, y'all? Corey said he loved the thumbnails. What's your take on the thumbnails, man? I've been doing my own thumbnails now.
You've been doing your own stuff, period. So you're growing and you're adapting and everything. It's going to get better and better for you. For all y'all. Even though the other partners ain't together with you, it's going to get better for all y'all. That's all that is, And I ain't worried about me. Y'all go through what y'all going through now, but I think things will get better and resolve as time goes on. It's just growing pains. That's all it is,
All right, 291. Appreciate you coming on.
You're welcome. I'm out.
Peace. All right, everyone. I appreciate you all for tuning in to the show. This has been a good one. I send the emojis to anybody that sends something to the Cash App. So I'm done for now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go take a walk. Take it easy. Make sure you like the video, share the video. If you send something, appreciate it. You know, when you get time. So to everybody tuning in, the mods, the chat, good to see y'all. I'm out. Peace.